All the time. Hey, great Monday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas, and I am a little bit late, but I am back in the city of Brownsville, and it is so good to be back home. It is so good to be back home. It's good to be here. It's good to be in civilization. It's good to be in civilization. And let me tell you, I got back on Saturday, and let me say, Cuba is everything that I hoped it would be in regards to vacation. Everything that I wanted to see is the everything, and I'm very very glad that I made the trip. Actually, it's kind of trippy, but during this weekend, already planning my next trip to Cuba. Uh, it started off, and I'll do a real short recap in regards to what went on during the trip, and uh, and then we'll go into our local spiel. But I did fly out of Monterrey, Nuevo León, to go into Cuba, and let me say, no issue in regards to flying out from Monterrey. We did get a PCR test, but health insurance is one of the requirements to enter, and we had already obtained a visa to enter into Cuba. So we left in the plane, and of course, I had my vaccination record. Left in the plane. It's a 3 hour flight from Monterrey, and arrived at airport, Havana Airport. I think it's Jose Marti Airport, and had absolutely no issues. Some of the folks that had gone with us from Mexico actually had a little bit more of an issue in regards to getting across because they hadn't read up and didn't realize that they needed a visa to enter the country as well. It is what it is. But well, we got that taken care of. Uh, as soon as I land, I find out that my phone service is dead. Had absolutely no phone service. And that I found a little bit surprising because one of the things that I had read on internet in regards to traveling to Cuba was that AT&T covers Cuba and I would be able to use roaming there. That was not the case. That's something that I wanted to talk with Commissioner Roy de los Santos because he works for AT&T. I wanted to get some free advice. I want to see what is the deal. Why does it say on internet and even on their web page, on the AT&T page, that there is roaming for AT&T in Cuba? It's not true. Does not happen. It is not the case. So absolutely no phone whatsoever. Get there and come to find out that was didn't have much money, but I had deposited money into a Mexican bank card. Mexican bank card. Because we did learn through internet and personal experience that our bank cards, American bank cards, do not work in Cuba. They will not accept the bank cards. So I deposited some money into my dentist's bank card, Abraham, and had taken his bank card, and I say, I'll use your bank card. And I made sure that he contacted his bank, Banorte de Mexico, and Banorte, come to find out, does not work in Cuba. Does not work in Cuba. And I found that out because as soon as I got there to the airport, I tried to go to an ATM machine and I put the bank card in, and nothing came out. And I was going like, something's not right here. So what happens is we went all the way to the house of the individuals that we were staying at, and again, guys, everything looks like if it's in the past. You don't see new homes, you don't see a lot of new constructions and stuff in the path that I took. So what happens is, guys, is that got to the place where we're at, and pues we had no money. I mean, I took $300, which I knew what hardly was not going to be accepted in Cuba. And my sister, I think she had like 100 and some dollars. And I said, we're not going to make it. And I said that we weren't going to make it because the hotel rooms were going to cost us $70 a night for two rooms, $70 a night. And they would take dollars, and it was for 4 nights. So 70 times four is $320. Not going to make it, guys. And I started to panic because had no access to my bank accounts, had no access to internet, nothing. So I said, what the heck are we going to do? So, um, well, I asked around, and my sister had 100 and some bucks. The preacher from Matamoros had no cash. And we asked our friend from Monterrey. I said, Hermana Wendy, do you have any money? And she goes, pues, tengo unos dólares aquí. Dije yo, ¿cuántos dólares trae? Dice, pues traigo como 1,000. Le dije, what? So I said, give it to me. She goes, está bien. Usted administra el dinero. So she gives me $1,050. So now, because the preacher there tells us that in the I don't want to call it black market, but in the market out there, you can buy uh, Cuban pesos at a greater rate than if you bought them from the bank. If you go to the bank, to any exchange house in Cuba that might accept dollars, guys, and I think that there's one at the airport, and the banks with your card that would work in Cuba, your dollar is worth 24 pesos. 24 pesos, which sounds like, oh, except that if you're going to buy a Coke, it costs 120 pesos. So you're going, I'm going to pay $5 for a Coke. Small Coke, too. So what happens is, brother goes, no. There's people in Cuba who will buy your dollars in euros. And I said, what? Yeah, they'll buy your dollars at 110 110 Cuban pesos to the dollar. And I said, that's what we want. And the reason that they buy this money is because they save it in hopes of sending someone to the States in whichever way that they can. And I found that in conversing with a lot of people out there, I found that one of the ways that they opt to go into the States could be one through, of course, through little boats uh, into Florida, being that it's like 90 miles away. The other one is they try to obtain a visa to fly into Nicaragua because Nicaragua doesn't ask much from individuals coming into the country from Cuba. So they go into Nicaragua and then they pay the coyotes money to transport them all the way to Piedras Negras. And I'm surprised that these folks, they knew a lot of the names of the different towns up here in Mexico, but that's the transit route. Goes to Nicaragua and then comes to Piedras Negras. And I said, like, oh, so that's interesting. So I went out there and I changed $500 into Cuban pesos. And let me tell you guys, I mean, I had a stack full of cash. I mean, literally a stack full of cash. And then you go like, what the hell am I going to do with a stack full of cash? You know, not much you can do with a stack full of cash. You can't put it in your wallet. Venden sus casas. Sí, exactamente. They sell anything out there to make sure that they are able to transit into Nicaragua and to Piedras Negras with a dream of coming to the United States. So I'm out there and I have my morral and I put the stack of cash in my morral. I put it in there. And so I'm out there paying poco a poco. You know, I wasn't too sure in regards to safety out there, so I did not leave a lot of stuff in the different hotel rooms that we're at. So what happens is the first night we're at this hotel close to the church's house, And oh, before that though, there's no internet unless you pay for internet, and then you can enter where there are different parks throughout Cuba. There's different sections throughout Cuba that you could go sit yourself down at a park and then have access to internet if you've paid. And the payment isn't that much, guys. It's like 12.5 pesos an hour. So I made sure I got like a hondazo of hours. I said, well, let me get a bunch of them. So I paid for like I think 25 hours, something like that. So I paid for the hours. So, anytime I was close to a park, I could connect. That's why I was posting sometimes. That's why I was having conversations with different people out there. Is the only way. My phone was absolutely not working. While I was on Wi Fi, some text messages would come in. And of course, I was able to answer some of the messages that I received in Messenger and post a little bit. So that night, went to the first hotels that we stayed at, which were okay, but they were nowhere close to anything that was touristy. And we went to meet up with a church, which was great, but we also wanted to see what the hell was out there. I wanted to see Havana. I wanted to smoke myself a Cuban cigar. I did, and have some rum because that's what there is out there. So so that night I was able to go to the park, and I think I told Maggie and Sam I cannot connect. I tried to connect to the StreamYard, to this platform, in order to connect to all platforms out there that I have. I could not connect. I could not connect in any way, shape, or form. So what happens is, este, I did a live. I did a live that night, and I think y'all saw it. I was sitting in the park, and I'm sitting there, and the preacher came back, and the preacher friend from Matamoros was there as well. So what happens, guys, is that this guy does approach me, stands in front of me. He goes, "Hey, papi, dame 50 pesos para ir a comerme una pizza, para comer algo, no he comido." The kid looked young, but he was with this other kid, and I'm going like, this might not turn out too well. And the problem was I was sitting on the floor in el piso. I'm very, very fortunate that the preacher was there. He comes up, and the preacher from Matamoros is, hey, get it. And they shush him off. They shush him off. So it was good. I feel safe, but I did not feel safe in the area. So spent the night. Told our friend, the preacher, that wanted to do a little bit of shopping. Wanted to go see what options were available to us in Havana, the city. So what happens is I get on Expedia, and I was able to book an apartment close to downtown, right next to El Malecon. So I booked an apartment out there through Expedia, where I could use my bank card, because it was paying Expedia, whatever the hell they are, but I had to order it from Park. So I got an apartment for the remainder of the nights there, 3 nights, and we got to the apartment. The apartment complex didn't look a lot like the pictures, but it was a very nice apartment. But again, no Wi-Fi. But we were very, very lucky that that sign that I took pictures from, that says Cuba and has this fountain. It's the iconic sign, guys. It's the sign that you want to be at if you want to take a picture. And there was Wi-Fi there, so it was close to the apartment. It was a block and a half, so it wasn't a great distance to get there. So I go to the apartment, and the apartment's okay. So Wi-Fi wasn't that bad. Air conditioned, hot water, very, very, very nice. Great thing. I'm going to go to the comments, and then I'll finish off my Cuba thing. I don't want to get too far behind. Good morning, cat. Good morning, good morning, Avella. ¿Qué te pasa, Erasmo? Hmm? What? Oh, yeah. Find out. Yeah. Okay. Where's the one in the corner? Okay, I'll go. ¿Qué te pasa, Erasmo? ¿Qué te pasa, Alberto? And you're back. The traveling cheese is in the. Let me tell you, it's good to be back in the studio, guys. It's great to be back in Brownsville, and I'm glad to be back. Buenos días, Erasmo. Vladimir. Buenos días. Ahorita voy a acabar la historia con Vladimir. Déjame decirle que Vladimir tiene familia allá en Cuba y tuve la bendición de poder conocer a la familia de Vladimir. Y el hermano de Vladimir nos llevó a la playa, pero ahorita hablo de la playa está hermosa. Crypto gives you no problems anywhere around the world. No crypto in Cuba. Nope. Not gonna happen. Venden sus casas. Sí, parte del sistema ya venden todo lo que tienen con la esperanza de venirse a Estados Unidos. O muchas de las veces hablaba con ciertas personas y decían, nosotros con que lleguemos a México, porque aquí no hay trabajo, aquí no hay futuro. And let me tell you guys, I did take a big old suitcase, one of my suitcases, the one I bought in Rome. And let me tell you, I filled that up with a lot of my clothes and a lot of my shirts and stuff and everything. And I took toothpaste, shampoos, soaps that my church donated. And let me tell you, they were ecstatic, guys. They were amazed. My sister took a big old suitcase full of dresses and clothes and other toothpaste, toothbrushes. They were ecstatically happy, guys. Super happy with anything they received. Because one of the things that we learned, guys, is that the food there is horrible. The food in Cuba, horrible. Do not know how they do it because the food is absolutely horrible. Hey, Sam,
Hey, what's up, man?
the first day that we were there, they served us some ground beef, had absolutely no flavor whatsoever because they have no spices, guys. They have no spices.
I'm gonna move real quick. Hold on.
Okay, go. They have no spices. They have nothing, guys. So what happens is, very bland. I think one of the best things that we have during the first days was papitas con ajo. That stuff was pretty good. I like that actually. Uh, for those who don't speak Spanish, the guy approached him and said, "Vote no to the arena." Diles que voten que no. I said, like, yes, sir. Good morning. On a jog along the Riverwalk listening to your show. I love you, Mo. I wish I could have seen you when we went up there. But we got season passes, so I'm sure that we're going to take another trip out there sometime soon. No worries. So happy to have you home safely. Please emphasize. Yes, let me tell you guys, it was an experience because it's a communist nation. It's an experience because did not know what to expect. But it was a quick 4-day trip in order to pick up and learn everything that is needed for a longer trip. And let me tell you, I'm pretty much well versed in what to do in order to go to Cuba. The need of citizens to protest property taxes assessment. Yes, guys, anyone and everyone out there, please, I want us to flood Cameron County tax assessor collector. I want to flood appraisal districts, whatever. I want to flood them with appeals in regards to the property taxes, guys. It's crazy. And let me say, as much as anyone wants to go out there, it's going to get worse if this arena thing passes. It's going to get worse. I don't care what these people say in regards to, we're not going to raise your taxes, guys. Again, doesn't matter if they raise your taxes or not. It doesn't matter if your property value shoots up in crazy amounts. Doesn't matter because now if you're paying for $150,000 home, if you're paying $3,000, what's going to happen when it shoots up 3 times the value? Well, you're going to be paying $10,000 a month, and the only one here that I know that can afford $10,000 a month a year is Sam because he's local.
I'm trying to see I can hear you, but it's like that's a background noise. That's why.
I think it's the wind that doesn't help. The deadline to file is May 16th for the appeals. Please appeal. anyone, everyone out there, please come to my office. I will help you appeal for free.
I know
They
there has been like lots of people wanting to appeal
got,
to start the process.
yeah, need to. Uh, ¿Te gusta? ¿Te gustó las croquetas? Las croquetas estaban ricas. Muchas de las veces uh, el plátano relleno estaba rico. Las papas estaban buenas. And that's about it. One of the other things I learned, guys, este, if you go to a restaurant, because the restaurants are there for the tourists. So if you go to a restaurant and you ask for the la carta, the menu, and you go like, well, let me see qué es lo que hay. They'll tell you, no, tenemos pollo, cerdo, y spaghetti. And I thought when they mentioned that, I thought like, well, they're mentioning the specials, no? So I
Yeah,
said, no, quiero
they're like, no, that's all they have.
that's all they have. And I'm going like, oh. And 'cause I said, quiero una carbonara.
You need to research the country before going over there.
No, it doesn't do any good. I did, Sam. I did research the country, and they told me, Sam, that AT&T was going to work. It wasn't true. They told me my Mexican bank card, well, Abraham's, my dentist, was going to work. It didn't work. But even then, Sam, it doesn't matter if it works or not, because at the end of the day, you can't use them. Because if you use them, they're only going to give you like 24 pesos to the dollar. And in the black market, you can get 110 pesos for the dollar. I actually opted for the second choice. I did. Roll says vote no. 100%. I filed. Good. Everyone should file. Siempre me sorprendas cuando regresas intacto después de andar en un tercer mundo. Sí, y déjame decirte, Mateo, este viaje fue lo más tercero el cual he visitado. Lo más tercero. Y muy triste la situación, ¿no? Muy triste la situación, pero no deja de ser algo bastante hermoso, bien hermoso, la gente muy linda, nomás que muy necesitada, muy súper necesitada.
La playa sí se mira bonita.
Oh, let me tell you, Frank, Vladimir's brother, took us to la playa, and let me tell you guys, I mean, it is better than the waters and playas de Cancun. It literally is, guys. A lot better. A lot less people too. Had my little cocos, my little piña coladas, had my whole everything out on the beach. Amazing. They serve you food at the beach. We bought souvenirs at the beach. It was just nice, beautiful. Wanting to appeal, the actual doing so are two different things. Please, everyone, follow through. It's your money. Yes, 100%. Good morning, Sam. I don't know, but you feel as if. I'm not sure which one you're laughing at there. There is a bad hecho. What?
There's a bad echo.
Oh, bad echo.
That's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
me.
A bad hecho. That's
No, it's because I
Sam's.
was inside, but it's very loud since I can't hear it. And when you speak, you're like screaming. So I was like, I must step outside.
It was a bad echo. It is. Sam, mute your mic. Oh, yeah. I guess yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Like even right now.
No, not when you're talking. Burro.
Um,
La dictadura en Cuba es como una secta satánica. Let me tell you, I actually had absolutely no run-ins with any governmental officials. Had no run-ins with the police. Everyone that I ran into, guys, was very friendly, muy respetuoso. Everything was amazing in all aspects. So did not have any issues whatsoever with the government. I will say that a lot of individuals out there, even in governmental posts, they sometimes may want a little tip here and there. It's normal. La dictadura tiene 11 millones de esclavos. That is what's very, very sad. That I also actually also heard a lot of people that had been in prison only because they wanted to protest against their current government. And that's just a very, very sad situation. Guys, one of the other things that I learned is that you can no longer bring uh, stuff from Cuba. You know, you cannot bring Cuban cigars. You cannot bring Cuban coffee. You cannot bring este, rum from Cuba.
What can you bring?
Nothing. But I brought me a couple of Cuban cigars, the small cigars, and yeah, I hope nobody gets upset. But I brought them because, well,
They're gonna screenshot the picture.
yeah, I know.
Look what he's doing.
Sorry, but let me tell you guys, Cuban cigars are amazing, amazing. So I brought myself some Cuban cigars, a couple of them. I didn't get to bring a lot because I didn't want to get thrown in jail. Este, but some great stuff. There's nothing in the world in
You'll
regards
be
to
doing the show from Locked Up Abroad.
¿cómo se llama ese programa en español? El Cierre Aeropuerto or something? Or does anyone know that show where the airport?
They
Huh?
have it in Spanish too.
Yeah, they have it in Spanish. It's called no sé qué aeropuerto something. But they show where they pick up the different people coming into like different parts of different countries smuggling in
Yeah.
drugs and stuff. I think it's from Spain, no?
Sounds familiar.
Proyecto
I know
Aeropuerto.
there's like the border inspections to Spain when they're doing like all the the busts.
Yeah, that one. But it's in the airport, and I think it's in the Spanish airport. No,
I don't know.
someone's got to know. Anyway, so let me say, beautiful, beautiful country. People were great, but they do need stuff, guys. They want us to send as much stuff as we can. So I am planning another trip into Cuba, hopefully in the first week of June. And I'm instead of taking one suitcase full of stuff, going to take two. You know, it costs me more money to take more baggage, more suitcase, but the blessings that you could take over is just so amazing. Cuba's beautiful. Got back, had no issues. Well, one of the military personnel in Monterrey, because I had a couple of Cuban little boxes there. Este, they said, y están buenos esos cigarritos cubanos de tabaco. I said, super buenos. He was inspecting my baggage, you know. So I said, ¿quiere una cajita? He goes, sí. So the guy that's inspecting my bag, actually, I get to give him a little box of goodies. But he was good looking, so that's okay. Sam, say something. Save me, Sam. But anyway, got back into Brownsville. As soon as I got back, I was able to do a couple of weddings and talk to some clients who are probably going to have weddings later on this week. So it was a good little trip. All in all, it was amazing. So Sam, how was Brownsville without me for a week?
Wasn't it a disaster as soon as you left?
Yeah,
What was the disaster that happened when you left?
it was a disaster.
Yeah, I know
What
that
happened?
something happened when you left. I don't
What
recall
happened?
what it was.
Huh?
Oh, the lights.
The lights went out.
Yeah, remember that
Yeah.
little drizzle?
Yeah.
There was like a little drizzle that the lights went out.
Crazy. Uh, well, again, guys, and try expect more of that as soon as all this crap with the arena starts to hit. because let me tell you, they'll be probably rolling out back. Let me say, I did put up a post in regards to the arena, guys, and I did make mention in regards to the sad situation that an arena would be for us locally, guys. Let me say, este, I am at that point where I'm just frustrated because there's people out there that will actually say, well, yeah, they pocket money, but if we get an arena, at least we're getting something. I said, are you stupid? You know, are you naive? Guys, they promised us Tanasca. They took 130 million of your dollars. Your utility rates are now at 36% of an increase because of Tanasca. Commissioner Los Santos has actually already come out and said, you're going to pay more. They promised us a bridge to nowhere. It was 25 million, but then I got corrected and now it's 21 million. We got nothing. We paid 58 million for a sports park that's probably worth under 10 million. And we're still paying 2.5 million out there in lost revenue. So now you seem to think that, and you know what's really trippy, Sam? It's the same players. It's the same people. They were the ones that screwed us to the bridge to nowhere. They were the ones that screwed us with Tanasca. They were the ones that screwed us with the utility rates. They were the same ones. They were there with the sports park. They were there. They were in the game. It's the same people. But now it's a new project. Well, what's happened to the other projects? You've paid for them and they've become rich. And let me say, Sam, one of the arguments of the people out there was, well, why does it matter if they get rich? I'm going like, you just make them all the more powerful, you know? That's all you do. And that's why, Sam, we went from 21 million, 58 million, 130 million, and now we're going into 300 million. Because the more money that they are able to pocket from you and from me, the greater the venture out there in regards to the disaster for the community. It's progressive. We can go 10 million for Five Frontera, 21 million for Bridge to Nowhere. We go 130 million for Tanasca with the increased rates. I'm sorry, 58 million for the sports park, 130. It's progressive. It keeps on going and going and going and going. When is it going to stop? When we're going to build $1 billion complex next?
Did you hear about the new church for the downtown
You
for
what?
the riverfront?
Huh? The you
That
what?
they applied for the tourist tax.
For the Riverwalk downtown?
Yeah, because it's I think the friends from Cameron County Arena is the same person from the church from the downtown area.
Well, I mean, lo que pasa es que ya nos dieron la cara de estúpidos, you know? That's the problem. Nos dieron la cara de estúpidos a toda la comunidad. Tienen la cara de estúpidos. Because in no other community, guys, no other community out there, are you going to have the citizens vote no? And then the politicos come back 3 months later and say, well, let's vote again. Nowhere. But here, nos vieron la cara de estúpidos. And we're going to be paying for this thing for decades to come if it passes. Pero Mayor Trey Mendez tiene Dodichi's Pizza y qué? Look, it's very simple. Mayor Trey Mendez was out there riding a little wonky Jeep. Now he's got his Tesla, guys. The guy is the only one that gets invited to the little Elon Musk shindigs out there. Andale lambiendo la jeta a Elon Musk. And again, I like Elon Musk. We're all getting screwed. Trex Mendez, in 3 years, guys, became a multimillionaire. In 3 years, a multimillionaire off your money. So you still wonder why he invested $250,000 to be mayor of the city of Brownsville? Because he screwed you and he screwed your children. Harlingen Port Humboldt is going to stop this. And let me tell you, I'm proud of Harlingen, Santa Rosa, Rio Hondo, all these other communities out there that are pushing no because they know it's detrimental to their economies. That's why these groups are focusing so much on Brownsville, giving out enchilada plates, chicken plates, taking people to vote because they're desperate for your money.
Yeah, I
So
started seeing a bunch of comments from like the little towns already, from Harlingen, Port Isabel, the island, that they don't see any, um, I guess, benefit in this. So I've
there
been seeing a
isn't,
lot more like no post out there,
Sam. There
but it's
isn't.
pretty close, man. I think it's gonna be pretty close like last time.
I'm praying that it doesn't pass. Let me tell you, I'm praying that enough people out there. I'm praying that enough people out there as they go out there and vote no for this crap. Saba, are you filming Blair Witch Project? It looks like it. When are you coming back to San Antonio? Hopefully this summer. No means no. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like you're the crab that keeps pulling the other crabs down. You never want the community to flourish and be on the up and up. This arena would open many doors. Really sad to see because I thought you wanted to move forward. Let me tell you, Sonny, it's it's a lie. Sonny, what part of Bridge to Nowhere, Sports Park, Tenasca, uh, Performing Arts Center, what part of that have we benefited from as a community? It's not the crabs pulling the crabs down. How have you and your family benefited from any of the things I just mentioned? How? You haven't. You're paying more in taxes. You're paying bonds that were taken out for these things. You're paying loss for all of these things. How is the arena going to benefit you or your family? It is not. It is a lie. People like you have been fooled to believing them. It's the same players. Do I want my They're the ones, they are the ones that destroyed Gaddis Porter Zoo. They're the ones that destroyed our airport. Wasn't me. They're the ones that have us as the poorest community in the country. And you want to blame me? Are you stupid or thick? Are you nuts?
Yeah, you know what, man? I'm wondering if like the people who are in charge of the arena are they do they put part of the bill, because based on like my math, for when they get a like an like, an artist to go sing, they charge minimum $1 million. So with that amount of seats, it's like at least $200 a seat. You know. So how's it that back then when it was like Algo Arena, there were tickets for like less than $100? So does that mean like they're like, you know what, we're gonna have to come up with a change somewhere else, or I don't
Sam,
know, because I know that they're in the red.
they've got to get
But is
revenue.
that the reason that they're in the red, just to have people there?
They've got to get revenue from somewhere. And it's not going to come from the politicos because we already know they're the orange ticket holders. They get everything for free. San Benito Mayor posted encouraging people to vote no. Great job, Mayor of San Benito, because they know it's going to be detrimental to their economy as well. And part of the problem is, it's not a united Cameron County. See, this is where it gets really, 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 really sad. It's not really united Cameron County because when you have leaders from every other city out there saying, do not vote for this mess, the only one that is out there adamant, I don't know if Los Fresnos mayor is still out there pro arena, but as far as I know, the only one out there is Trex Mendez. It's going to decimate every
Yeah,
other
this
city.
guy, he didn't say like vote no, but it wasn't in the words. He pretty much explained that like it wasn't good. It wasn't a good idea.
And he's
That guy
right.
from Los Presos.
Guys, when Trey Mendez, the only individual who has become a millionaire while multimillionaire, while in 3 years, not even Tony Martinez, you know, Tony Martinez was already a millionaire. Not even Tony Martinez has stolen as much as Mayor Trix Mendez, has pocketed as much as Mayor Trix Mendez. He has become a multimillionaire while in office. Very true. That's why we lost the flights to Las Vegas at the Brownsville Airport. Brownsville Airport looks nice from the outside. We have no flights.
They haven't even gotten the bar yet, right? Or the restaurant inside?
Nothing. So, Sonny, is that my fault too? We have nothing. They were the ones that ruined our airport. They were the ones that ruined our zoo. Camille Playhouse was going under. It was them. While they were becoming richer and richer and richer. Sonny, we all want better. We all want better. These guys want to take your money. When is it going to be our time? When we start voting. When we start electing individuals who are not a part of the corrupt political machine.
Yeah, you want better, but at what cost?
Yes, Sonny.
You don't want to pay too much
Sonny,
just to want a little bit better.
We all want great things. We all want great things. But do you want to continue to pay out of the rear end for them? Look at your utility bill. I don't know if you're one of the rich elites here in the city of Brownsville. We lost $130 million from Tenasca. $130 million. Our utility rates are going to go up. Commissioner Santos already said that. We have no audit on Tenasca. The sports park, Sonny.
What happened to that adjustment, the PUB adjustment?
Well, he made mention that with the PUB adjustment, we're still going to get screwed. With the 18% that Trex Mendix went out there and said that you were going to save, it was not true. It's not going to be our time until we get more people out to vote. And when we start electing individuals who are not a part of the same clica. But look, it's always the same people, bro. Always.
Like, we do want better. It's just
everyone
that ain't the way to go about it.
Yes, but I just want us to have something to be proud of. What have they given us, Sonny? Tell me one, very simple. Give me one thing that they have brought forth in the past 20 years. And then someone went out there and said, well, Trex Mendix brought SpaceX. Are you thick? Trex Mendix had nothing to do with SpaceX. Nothing. That was the governor of Texas. That was Rick Perry. Those were the ones. Now, we were fortunate enough that Cameron County, the beach in Boca, was perfect to do these testings. They did nothing. Nothing. Tell me one thing where you have seen some progress that is beneficial financially, economically for our area. Have nothing. Nothing. A vote, yes, will destroy our community for decades to come. Because they stole 21 million from the bridge from nowhere. They stole 58 million at the sports park. They stole 130 million at PUB. And now they are set to bank 300 million. And we still have nothing to show for it. That's what's frustrating. And again, just tell me one thing that they have promised us that has been great for our economy, for our city. Wasn't me, Sonny. I didn't decimate the zoo.
Hey, but did you notice that when everybody started complaining about the whole arena and they started saying that they better fix the infrastructure, they started fixing streets right away, and then they started saying like, "Well, now are you gonna vote for the arena?" And people were still saying no. But it's funny how like they you have to start like I
But
guess calling them out on that
Sam,
for them to do it.
they do it, Sam, every time that an election comes around. It's the same thing, you know. They start fixing up the streets. They start taking pictures and posting them out there in in the community. You know, right before elections, because es el dedo que le juegan en la boca a la comunidad. You know, and that's unfortunate. After the no arena vote, Precinct 4 is bringing down Gus Reese on May 24th. They need to be worried for their butts. They need to. Oh yeah, and let me say, Mateo is 100% correct. Let me tell you, Gus Reese, you're out because you depend on Harlingen, San Benito, and all these other votes out there, and they are pissed, and they are going to vote you out. And I'm glad because at least you'll get cut from the damn tit. Primera commissioners are also pushing their city residents to vote no. Cameron County, guys, as a whole, is pushing to vote no. The only elected officials that are voting yes on this are Brownsville. And let me tell you, we have the most corrupt mayor and commission and board members and committee members in the damn world. They put Hidalgo County to shame. Don't be discouraged. Don't
Like I
let
mentioned last time, man, I'm not seeing a lot of votes out in the little cities. I'm not too sure because of like the ability to vote or the citizenship or whatnot. But if they get more people to vote from the little cities, it'll make a difference.
I'm praying. What commissioner makes pro arena videos? You know he's a corporate shill, a total hack. I am very disappointed at any and all commissioners out there and any mayor out there that are making videos in support of this stupid arena. Very upset, and I've been very vocal about it. I don't care. For those who think we don't want Brownsville to prosper and go ahead, they can pay my share of the tax they're going to be assessed because I'm not voting, giving my money to crooks anymore. It's done, guys. It's done. Do you want to put your money, your children's money, in the hands of Eddie Trevino, Joey Lopez, that Gus Rivera guy, Gus, whatever his name is? ¿Cómo se llama Gus qué? Gus Reese? Can't remember the guy's name. Yes, Gus Reese. You want to put your money in their hands, in Sophie Benavides' hands? Screw them. I don't care. Screw them all. People are led to believe we need officials. Our founding fathers never intended for Americans to have a government system because this corruption is happening in England. It had truth. Well, they did want some form of government. It's just not the government that we had in England. With the PV rate decreased, that resulted in us losing the subsidy. So now the rates are going to increase beyond the 17% decrease. Yes. Sunny for English, you want better for Brownsville? This is the last one. Do what he says. Hey, look, guys, I don't want people to do what I say. I want you to do a little bit of research. That's all I want. You know, research how they've screwed us over with the same promises that they're making for this arena. Same promises, guys. The numbers don't add up. The only ones that are going to benefit and bank, guys, are the orange ticket holders here. And our community is going to get screwed. There is not going to be an arena. And we'll see. Hipocritas. I, I'm glad Gus Reese is on his way out too. Me too. Screw him. Roads have been fixed. They're wanting to add traffic lights to better the streets. Parks being added are fixed, and downtown is trying to get beautiful so people can come and visit, which makes money for local business. What is wrong with all that? Let me say, guys, the only ones that are making banking money downtown are the mayor and the city commissioners, Sonny. And of course, roads are being fixed. Sam just mentioned that. Of course, a couple of bus stops are being put up. First of all, not at the rate that they should have been fixed. They deteriorate throughout the years. Plus, bro, it's election season. They're playing you They're playing you like a top and you're eating it up. Local business is pissed off because they've segregated the individuals who can actually receive funds. Look at what they did to the BCIC money downtown. They made sure that it benefited their friends, not business down southmost. Sonny, how does business down southmost prosper? How has business by Rivera prospered? How? It hasn't. It won't. And that's taking into consideration, Sam, that southmost and Rivera are closer to SpaceX than any other part of Brownsville. You know that? They're out there closer to SpaceX. They haven't prospered. Downtown has prospered. Who owns downtown, Sonny? Who owns downtown? Mayor Mendez, Golonsky, the commissioners. They own downtown. It's not benefiting Brownsville,
Has
bro.
anything been added over there to the airport of that area lately?
Nothing.
A store,
Have the streets been
a
fixed?
Walmart, an
An
HEB, anything?
HEB? Tell me something, Sonny. But you think that because they fix up downtown, which makes them money, you think that's progress? For who? For you? No. For local business? No. It benefits them. You're making my damn point. Cameron County and Brownsville are known for their corruption statewide. I would dare say nationwide. What about the talk again of another industrial park? Precinct 4, vote J.V. Garcia, May 24th runoffs. Yeah, Gus out. They are feeding you crumbs and you praise them, fools that you are. It's just unfortunate, man. Jessica Troy is a corrupt hack as well. Downtown is dead. Let it go. Let it go.
They would
Penn
have to invest like another 20 million in downtown in order to like revitalize it, or even
Yeah,
more.
but Sam, they
But is
again,
it going to be worth it? I don't think
no,
you'll be able to take out 20 minutes out of it.
no. They continue to invest 20, $30 million, and this is the issue. They're not investing in the city of Brownsville. They're investing in that which is going to make them more money. And again, Sonny, someone prove me wrong. That's all I want. Someone prove me wrong. Beautiful airport and hardly any commercial flights. Weekends is a ghost town out there. Pathetic during the week. It is pathetic. All I want is good things. Is all. I can't be blamed for that. I'm tired when I visit other cities. People don't know where Brownsville is. I want to put Brownsville on the map. No shame in it, Sonny. But this isn't the route. We all want great things, man. We all want nice things. Not at the
You
cost.
always have to say that you're like about 30 minutes away from South Hydro Island, and everybody knows that.
Yeah, man. We all want nice things,
They're like,
bro.
oh yeah, girls gone wild.
Yeah, I mean, we all want great things. Not with these people in charge, bro. They've already stolen from you. The same people with the same promises. When are we going to learn? Have you seen your PUB bill? Do you pay PUB? Have you seen how your property has been assessed already? And then they say they lowered your taxes. And then Trex Mendick says they lowered your PUB rates. It's not true, bro. So now all of a sudden, they've lied to us all these years. They've lied to us all these years. Now you want to believe that they're telling you the truth? Because now they're saying that, Sam. No tax increase. The hotel is going to pay for it. It's not going to cost you anything. You really want to believe that? Of course, it's going to cost us. It's going to cost us for decades to come, and we're going to get nothing. And I
It's just
think,
wrong timing all the way around.
and you know, and you know, I want to give up. I am at that point. I just want to give up. I just want to travel. I just want to work. I want to live my life. I really want to give up. give up on this whole Brownsville thing. I do, and I want to give up because a lot of times people think like we're out here screaming and that we're crazy. I mean, but think about this: we were crazy with a bridge to nowhere. We were crazy about Fly Frontera. We were crazy about Julieta Garcia trying to steal our buildings and our school. We were crazy about the zoo. We were crazy about the sports park. I mean, con el tiempo, we were crazy about Tenasca. So don't you think that con el tiempo, maybe the crazies are right? And the good looking politicians who make videos and come out in little movies and stuff, maybe they're just ratas? Again, Sunny, prove me wrong on one thing. Prove me wrong on the sports park. Prove me wrong on the bridge to nowhere. Titan Tires, guys. T-Mobile. Prove me wrong. Sports Park, Tenasca, PUB rates. Please, Gladys Porter's, please prove me wrong. Just on one thing, bro. And I'll shut up. Prove me wrong on one thing that they've promised us that they haven't pocketed our money. And I'll end this show right now, forever, ever, because I'm almost there. Did you ever renovate El Jardín Hotel? Never. Sunny, are you for real? Where are the white whistleblowers getting paid? You say get educated on why the arena is bad. I say folks get educated on why it is. There's nothing good about the arena because it's a lie. And again, Sonny, I challenge you. Tell me what is good about Tenesca because they shared all the great stuff, the great benefit that Tenesca was going to bring our community. And this was recent, bro. I mean, we're expecting supposedly the audit in the next couple of weeks. You really want to believe these people, bro? I mean, it's just stupid, man. It's not that I'm passionate about it. It's just I'm tired of getting screwed. Aren't you tired of getting screwed? No me tardo. Ah, sí. No me tardo.
I think we have shown both sides, but the bad outweighs the good.
Abuelito was now advertising the arena all over TV and signs with the freezing nothing but a peep from our politicians. Our mayor, no one. They're for it, guys. Did you see the sports park is going to have concerts? I wonder. Yeah, I saw that where they were going to. Oh, we're going to have a concert. All of a sudden, is like, oh, the sports park does work. Where has it been all this time?
Hey, but that concert I mentioned it about a month ago,
The Sunny
so I
Fight
wasn't lying this time.
is a fake profile. Yeah, again, sad. Yep, it is. Who is protesting? Guys, it's 10 o'clock, and I actually have work to do. Thank y'all so much. Thanks, Sam, for coming on. Guys, voting ends tomorrow. Tomorrow or next week, Sam?
Say again.
Early voting ends tomorrow or next week?
I believe it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
It is
guys. Please,
tomorrow. It ends on the third, and
yeah,
then it does the election on the 7th.
guys, please go out and vote. Please go out and vote. Please go out and vote. No, 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 no more screwing over. Nada. Zip. Zero. Guys, have a
We've had
great.
a good turnout though. It's been about an average of 1,300 people a day from the whole county.
Yeah, I
So
understand.
just keep on taking more people.
Guys, please take anyone, everyone you can to vote. No, no, no. Guys, Sam, see you tonight, 9 p.m. Yes.
What?
See you tonight at 9 p.m.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Guys, have a great, great day. Social distance, face covering, hand
Bye.
sanitizer, silver. And Sunny, no offense, Sunny. No offense. I'm sorry if you got offended. It's just a crappy deal. Guys, have a great, great day. I'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. We'll be back at 9 p.m. Guys, be good to each other and please continue to be good to me. God bless. It's good to be back.